I didn't realise how long it takes for men to come. I've been waiting and waiting. I've got some questions that I need to fire away about love, life, dating and relationships. It's like chivalry is dead and the etiquette of dating doesn't exist anymore. I just need someone to show me how it's done, to come here and come correct.
You're finally here?
Come correct, powered by Fireaway Pizza. And yes, I'm back like I never left. If you missed me...
So I'm a pimp.
What do you mean a pimp?
So I got hoes.
Like real life pimp?
Like real hoes, yeah. So at the moment I got like 27
What?
hoes at them. Yeah. A bit low key right now. Like,
That is not low key.
yeah. My name's Frenzo Harami, and I'm a pimp. I'm expecting this to be, a good date, a fun date. I've got positive outlook on what's gonna happen. I'm expecting her to be a little bit loose, a little bit fruity, but I reckon I can get her working. Don't know. The date went really well. After she slapped me in the face and she took my wallet. I'm looking forward to the date very much. You already know, yeah. I like myself some caramel pudding, yeah, pudding. Don't know. Hey, you right?
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you too. So I'm Chian.
Frenzo Harami. Harami basically just means a savage, a total sav. You get me? Harami.
So where are you from?
I'm from East London,
Yeah?
Walthamstow, around that area. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, not too far from
Lovely area.
Yeah.
What about you? Where are you from?
Essex, so just outside.
Okay, yeah, local, basically East London, basically.
Yeah.
But you've been telling everyone you're from East London.
No, I don't. Yeah. But when I say Essex, people are like, oh, East then.
Yeah.
So,
On the borders, isn't it?
exactly. Tell me a bit about yourself.
I do music. That's like my main thing at the moment. I'm a pimp as well. So I'm a pimp.
What do you mean a pimp? Am I hearing correctly? Did he just say he's a pimp?
So I got hoes.
Like real life pimp?
Like real hoes, yeah. So at the moment I got like 27
What?
hoes at them. Yeah. A bit low key right now. Like,
That is not low key.
yeah, that's low key, yeah. Low key. I don't fuck them, anything like that. It's just business, innit? Well, the date's going a bit mad right now. I don't know how she feels about me being a pimp, but I think man caught her off guard. Hopefully ease her into it. And before you know it, 3 bills an hour. Rah, rah, rah.
Oh, wow. What made you get into that business?
It's a mad story, but to be honest, a girl got me into it. So it wasn't even me, it was someone that needed my help.
Right.
A girl was having trouble, basically. She was renting a flat from me, so she was having some trouble. And long story short, a guy was basically battering her, taking her money for like 2-3 days. Like black eyes, all of that. So she shattered me. She rented the flat off me, so you didn't have no one else to turn to, you get me? When you're doing that kind of work, you can't exactly shout family members, you know what I mean? So she's called me, I need your help. I've gone to meet her, seen her mashed up, so kind of helped her out a little bit, and then it's kind of went from there.
Oh my God.
So that's how I got into it, but it's not rough like that. It's high class escorting that we do, so it's not like...
Oh my God.
People don't get beaten up usually, it's not really that kind of... I reckon, 2 more dates, I'll have her working 5 bills an hour, Knightsbridge, you're done now.
No, that's crazy, because it's I'm very all for women empowerment, liberate yourselves and everything like that. But then it's kind of I have issues when it comes to men.
Yeah, I get you.
And the ownership of women.
I think ownership's a strong word. So I don't own any hoes. I'm not a slave trader, you know what I mean? I don't own anyone.
Can we call them women, not hoes?
Yeah, what it is, they're hoes, innit? You got it's their line of work. It's not a derogatory term. You think I'm being rude to them?
Yeah, I think, do you know what it is?
You think prostitute's a bad word?
Do you know what it is? I think it's probably sometimes the tone and the context and the way
so
that
if I called you if I called you a prosy, would you be offended? I probably would, yeah. Because you don't do it. Because you don't do it.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Is prostitute a bad word? I feel really weird saying it. I don't know.
Prostitute's not a bad word. I think it sounds professional. Prostitute. You know what I mean? Because I'd rather be called a prostitute than a whole bitch or a fucking slaw. You know what I mean? I had to explain this to one of my hoes the other day. I said, yo, I called her a prostitute. I referred to her as a prostitute. And she got a bit offended. She's like, I was like, what do you want me to call you? Escort?
Oh, sex worker?
Or whatever. It's the same thing. And I said, prostitute's not a bad word. If people make it out to be a bad word, because maybe the act behind it is frowned upon in society. Do you get me?
Yeah.
But I don't really see it as a bad word. It's like a doctor, lawyer, you know what I mean? I think prostitute is just a job at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's the oldest profession. Actually, pimping's the oldest profession, prostitution second. So can't hate on it, man. There's nothing else to call them. A prostitute is a hoe is like a shorter term, you get me?
Oh my God, I can't take seriously them hoes.
The thing is, yeah, I'm a very respectful guy. I've got kids. I'm married, alhamdulillah. That's for that reason, I don't really partake in any of the sexual activity kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not saying that, you know what I mean, I haven't been open to it in the past, but obviously my situation in life at the moment, I'm obviously looking for other things, not, obviously hoes are there for work, innit? They work, they make money, it's business. So
Yeah. So like when you say it's business, do you think like in this line of work there has to be some sort of like moral compass?
100%. There's levels to it. So, all right, prostitution, you're probably thinking loads of things in your head.
Yeah, I can't lie. I'm like,
trafficking, this, that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All this kind of stuff. But this is the thing that, like, there's a lot of misconceptions behind pimping, escorting, you know what I mean? This whole industry. And there's a lot of levels to it. So naturally, you do get guys that abuse women, that traffic women, and they, you know what I mean? They mess around with underage people. That's wrong. Like, let's be real. Anyone can agree that's wrong. Even me as a pimp, someone who's got, like, hoes, you get me? It's like, that's wrong. We don't do that. Like, everyone that furthermore, any girl that I've ever worked with, this might actually make you think better of me if you feel badly with me now.
Yeah, I'm like...
Basically, every girl that's ever worked for me has approached me. So I've never never gone to a girl and said, oh, do you want to make money? Let's do this. It's always been professional.
I'm trying to work him out because he's got a very friendly face, so I'm not sure if he's a good guy or a bad guy.
I had a website. I was top 3 on Google for about 4 years. I was spending about $5,000 a month on the search engine optimization. So when man are typing in London escorts or English, Indian escorts, I'm like top 3 because I was investing money in it. So naturally, I was getting people applying to work for me as opposed to like someone that would go out to try and coerce women or, you know what I mean? It's always been straight business. Furthermore, I've spent more time trying to talk gal out of that line of work than trying to convince them to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's not for everyone, I'll be real. And some people tend to get into it when they're at the lowest point in their life, which I've had loads of girls where they're struggling financially, they want to make money. So naturally, that's the easiest option to make the most money. And a lot of them do it and might even regret it afterwards. But for the most part, people do it not because they're desperate or because I'll be real, no one wants to bang a desperate bitch.
Yeah.
Like literally, they're like cock repellents. Like not even clients want to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's weird, you know what I mean? I can't really explain it, but they haven't really got that energy. Like you don't really want to be around them. You want to be around like money-making bitches. Like I don't mean bitches in a derogatory sense.
Just like, oh my God, your mouth.
When I say, I don't mean it in a derogatory sense. Again, it's just, you know what it is? I think it's just a terminology. As someone who's in my industry and with like everything else, some of the terms might seem a little bit.
But it's funny though, because on the other side, you get women that would be like, oh, I'm a bad bitch.
Exactly. So like, where do you draw the line? And even me, people used to get onto me because, all right, when I first started doing this, I've been doing this for like about 10 years now. I've slowed down a bit now because I'm doing other things. And I'm not really hands-on because like, you know, I'm in relationships and stuff like that. I've got other things that take priority. Whereas, you know, for like 8-9 years when I was actually living the life every day, I was meeting different types of girls. It's like, I can't really explain it. It's like, some girls that I had, it's like we were in a relationship, but we weren't. So it's like, I can't really explain the relationship between a hoe and a pimp. It's like, it's different. So I had about 9 girls, for example, 8-9 girls that were literally giving me all of their money. So they weren't...
What?
They weren't taking half, like how it normally is, 50-50. These girls were literally, for some reason, just in love with man. This was before I was doing music, before I was, like, anyone even knew who I was. But because they kind of get a bond with you, they're working with you, they might be at a certain stage in their life, they meet you, they see you as someone they can be honest with.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, you can't tell many people, if you're even, you probably know, like, let's be real, how many women do you know that are prostitutes? I mean, you might not want to call them that.
No, to be honest with you, this industry...
Like, on OnlyFans, it's the same thing.
Yeah, the whole sex working industry, like, I do know a lot of women.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm not going to sit and be, like, judgmental. I'm not a judgmental person.
Of course, yeah, it's not... I don't judge, I'll be real, I don't judge people that do that work. At the end of the day, only God can judge us, you get me? Like, a lot of people do a lot worse than sucking dick for money. Do you know what I'm saying? So, who are you to judge a girl? You know what I mean? Fix up, man. Stop hating, get your money up. Pussy. I'm not gonna, let's say, for example, we've met. Now, a lot of girls that do this line of work, you'll never know because they'll never tell anyone. Not even their friends, because they're like, oh, friends will just snake me in the end or bait me up. So a lot of women usually keep this a secret. So for example, we've just met. For all I know, you could have done this line of work.
Yeah.
I would never know. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know. I wouldn't judge you, and even if I knew you did it, I wouldn't judge you based on that. I wouldn't see you as any lesser of a person because you did that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's women out there that are giving it away for free for like, you know what I mean, half a bottle
Yeah.
of brandy and a cheese
Yeah.
on a Richmond. You get me? So it's like, if someone's making money, if a girl's making 2, 3, 4 grand a night from escorting, that's good peas.
Yeah,
If I was a girl, I'd be skinning it out myself. I can't even lie. I wouldn't stop skinning it out. I'd be sucking everything off. Not like that, but you know what I mean? It's real.
But this
It's
is
real.
the thing that I find like really hard in society. It's kind of like when you've got like you're very liberal in the sense of like you understand, you see it as a business like that. But I think if we was championing the society to be like as open-minded as you were, we then get to a point where like women, we do start to lose the like sense of like what is life about.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that makes it hard because it's also men that women probably would do it a lot more if men weren't like the catalyst of the negativity, because it's like you're the exception. But more time men are like, it's disgusting when that goes, I wouldn't wife that.
They do look down on it.
So it's kind of like it's different.
The problem we have now, this is a problem in society. Now, if you look at, I'm Muslim, I'm not the greatest Muslim or the greatest example of a Muslim, but I do try and follow my religion the best I can, and I try and make improvements every day. But see, with my religion, you're permitted to have up to 4 wives, yeah? Which I understand. And as I got older, I understand it more. Because firstly, women outnumber men. I think it's literally 4 to 1 if you look at the whole worldwide census. So with that in mind, this is why, obviously, you get prostitutes everywhere, you get slags everywhere. I'm not saying that. But if you look at the Western world and you look at like the Middle East or like the Muslim world or whatever, apart from some exceptions, most of the women here aren't married. Yeah, they're not even married to one husband. Firstly, let alone even like men. Like over here, like if you look back in like Saudi Arabia, for example, as an example, a man might have 4 wives, and religiously, your first wife, cool, you can choose who you want. Now, the other 3 wives, religiously, they're not meant to be women that you want to bang or I want 4 different things. They're actually meant to be like orphans or women that are, you know what I mean, that need a man in their life, or it might be a woman who's got whose husband's died, she's got 2 kids, she needs looking after. Now, what's she gonna do? She's either gonna be a wife or a prostitute.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there's no in between. Literally, you're either a wife or a prostitute. You can call it what you want. You can call it an escort. You call it I sell. I'm on OnlyFans, or you know what I mean. But for me, I think the problem with the society here is that is promoted. It's like, oh no, like I'll be real. In those 2 scenarios, as a woman, it would be better to be a wife to someone, because, you know, it's a guy, obviously cool. It would be hard for a guy to treat everyone equally. This is why a lot of people don't have 4 wives, because religiously you have to treat everyone the same. You can't give one woman more food and one woman more dick. You know what I mean? It don't work like that. You have to literally, everyone has to be equal.
It's about the equal balance.
Yeah, so I personally, for me, it would be very difficult to do that, because we all know that's virtually impossible. But personally, I don't want 4 wives. They're all headache, yeah? Keep the 4 wives, give me 100 hoes, yeah? You're done now. In essence, the essence of it is you can understand where, you know what I'm saying, even why the Quran teaches that. Whereas in this country, unfortunately, if a woman's not married or locked down, she's either a hoe or a slag, which is like a free hoe. You know what I'm saying? So sorry for even saying them terms. I don't want you to think any like lesser of me as a person. Do you get me? But like I said, my thing's straight business. Anyone that's hollered me has approached me, because naturally, for a woman, if you're a young woman doing this kind of work, I think it's much safer if you're working with mandem that know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do hear your point on that, in the sense of when it's like men are natural protectors.
Yeah.
It's hard, because I just really sit on the fence now, because it's kind of like when it's
you have to look
women
at
on
everything
OnlyFans.
with its merits.
But then when you do deep the situation where women, by whatever reasons they're going in this line of work, that it now becomes a safety issue.
Exactly.
So it's
and it's
kind of
very
like
dangerous, because like a woman's on her own, her family don't know where she is. She might have one girlfriend that knows what she's doing. Oh, you alright, babe? I'm just, I've got a client coming. What happens when that guy just goes on a mad thing? I've had situations where they're literally held hostage. A man has paid them money. A man has paid them 60 quid or something for like 15 minutes, literally held them against their own will, like literally holding the puddie hostage. You know what I mean? Like, you can't leave. Like, literally, working with an agency or a pimp is a repellent for them kind of man there. You know what I mean? Any predators that think that I'm going to prey on this woman, they're not on it because they know straight away, it's an agency. She'll either let it be known or he'll come to a yard and know the layout.
No, honestly, I was just about to go in on him about being a pimp, but when you actually really deep this situation, like, it's a really risky job and these women, like, are not safe.
Whereas if a woman's independent, a guy will meet her a few times, pay her for pussy, whatever, get comfortable, chop her a few times, then she starts building some trust with him. The guy figures out this girl's here on her own. I've come here 4 times, there's no one about. Then that's when the guy will start using forceful tactics like lover boy or guerrilla tactics to try and, you know what I mean? Because he knows what she does. He'll find out her name. He'll find that information out. Before you know it, they're in a relationship, yeah? He's like, oh, yeah, stop doing this. I love you. The girl stops escorting. She moves into the guy's mum's yard. After 2 weeks, the girl's like, this motherfucker's broke. What the fuck am I doing here? I'm in a worse position. I started selling my pussy because I wanted to make peas and get out of my shit situation. But now I'm in an even worse situation with some waste man who was paying me for pussy. You know what I mean? And I've had situations like that where a gal have rang me and said, oh, babe, like, I want to leave this situation. I want to work. But this guy has literally said to me, if I leave him, he's going to show my mum all my pictures online.
Blackmail.
Oh, yeah, blackmail. I'm like, yo, like, and the thing is, it's as a man who cares about women, like, as a man who's got a daughter, yeah, I can't deal with that. This is why a lot of times I try and stay away from women that bring problems. I stay away because it's hard not to help them. Regardless of the situation, no woman deserves to be blackmailed or threatened or violated like that. You know what I'm trying to say? Especially by a man who met her through that line of work. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what she does. It's like, I don't know, man. It's why a lot of times, I can't lie, I've been Superman a few times. I don't like being Superman.
Yeah,
but that's not what I'm on, but sometimes it has to be done.
Superman, London's hero, yeah? Okay.
Even for the money, cool. Sometimes man will ride out for the money, but like sometimes it's more than that, innit? It's like, you can't, yeah, man.
It's crazy. How would you feel if your daughter chose this line of work?
Alhamdulillah, my daughter is going to have everything. She's going to have her dad in her life. She's got a mum who cares about her. She's got a family around her. She was born a millionaire, so inshallah, that's not going to happen. My daughter, as a loving father, mother, family unit, yeah, she's born a millionaire, alhamdulillah, yeah, all thanks to God. And for that reason, my daughter's not going to be a dirty little slaw like yours, yeah, fix up. That's the thing. Women that do this line of work more time, they ain't got a father figure like that.
Yeah.
I'll be real.
It's true.
I've had thousands of hoes working for me. Everyone in London can attest. Yeah. Women that are hoes. yeah. The reason why I call them hoes is because they are hoes. What do you want me to call them? Like, you ain't gonna call a cat a dog, are you? Because you can get guys that are hoes. Let's be real. Guys are hoes for free more time. You get me? Guys are cheaper hoes.
Yeah,
but guys are chumps, I'll be real. I don't rate guys. Guys literally, like, for me, yeah, guys are the worst. A guy will have a girl, side ting, 5 other side tings, bare gal, and boom, he's fucking up loads of different girls every day. As soon as his 10th side ting goes and finds someone else,
heartbroken.
I'm heartbroken. Oh,
yeah, for
they
real.
man want to hold the pussy for hostage. Like, allow it. Come on, man. There's plenty of pussy to go around, man. Share the pum pum pum. But like, not like that, obviously. Naturally, if you've got a girlfriend, you don't want to share her. But if I'm in a relationship with someone, that's the difference. That's why I call them hoes, because there's women that I would get. Like, having said that, I'm not saying it's wrong to get in a relationship with a hoe, but let's be real. You can't be in a relationship with a hoe while she's actively hoeing. It's not gonna work. Like, you'll be sitting there, she's in there getting clarted out. You're just hearing Bear like screaming, like she's probably enjoying it. You're like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Jealousy's next level. But I'm saying you can't wifey a hoe in that situation. But I'm not saying that hoes can't be wified or they don't deserve it. But naturally, if someone's doing that line of work, that's what they're doing. Me now, any woman that I'm with, obviously, I wouldn't want her doing that work.
Yeah.
Like my family members, naturally, you wouldn't want them doing that work. So you'll make sure that you do things to prevent that from happening. You will be there for them. And like I said, the main thing is these gal, they have no respect for their parents, or they ain't got.
I think it's more that it's like people that resort to that, and because I see like the adult industry for women, like the sex working, is that you probably would disagree, but I see like trapping for men. It's like the female version, like for men to make money quick, they'll trap, whereas women, it's take off your clothes.
Exactly.
So it's like the last resort kind of job. Not that.
See, now it's so competitive. Sorry to interrupt you, but you know, like the last resort thing. I don't see it like that now because there's so many women doing it. It's actually competitive.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's mad competitive.
It's not even last resort, but I mean, as in,
In the sense
hear what you're
of
saying, though.
when you're not brought up in an environment where you've got parents that, I'm not saying these parents don't love them, but usually they're seeking validation somewhere, because it's like if you've got a parent at home that's able to love and care for you, cook and provide, your child, you know where your kid is. They're not going to
100%.
be out in the streets
100%,
like
yeah.
in whatever way. It's not for me, but listen, I'm not here to knock anyone's hustle.
I think that's the main thing. I think like ultimately it's society and parents that are to blame for what happens. So naturally, God forbid any of our daughters or any of our family members have to do that at some point. But it's up to us. You know what I'm saying? As a society as a whole, innit? But unfortunately, that stuff's promoted. Everyone promotes sex, easy money, this, that. You know what I mean? It's just unfortunate that in today's day and age that is like a viable source of income for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Look at the way no one can live off a normal wage nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
So
That's crazy.
It's mad. Like, what
do you drink?
Do? What else? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do actually. Not alcohol. Actually, I got my own drink.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. I got my own.
Let me see.
Bought this along. Harami Energy.
Oh, I like energy drinks.
Come on, I got my own drink. Harami Energy. Yeah. This is what gets them bitches into that Harami mode. Yeah. You done know. It's called Puddy Passion flavor. It's nice. Tastes like puddy.
What's
This
pudding?
Puddy's pussy.
What?
Vagina.
Did he just say pussy? Did he really just call it that? I'm gonna start selling mine. Disclaimer: I'm not selling my pussy. I meant the drink. The drink.
No,
You are
literally,
lying.
it's called Puddy Passion. You know what? And
Pussy
check this.
Passion is
Couple
your
gal
drink.
have drank it. You know what they said? They said this drink, if I could describe the best pussy in the world, the sweetest pussy taste, it would be this drink.
Stop
It
it.
literally, honestly, I'll send you a pack when it comes.
Okay, you're
out.
gonna send me some.
I'll
Alright, this
send
is for
some.
you.
Thank you.
Tell me about your upbringing.
Yeah, I had a good upbringing. You know, I can't lie. Most part, man, both my parents were present. Obviously, sometimes your parents have issues or whatever naturally, but for the most part, both my parents were present. I had a good upbringing, but I was just a little bit of a bad breed, like
Oh,
black
was
sheep
it?
of the family kind of thing. You get me? Or blue sheep, what they say nowadays. But I was kind of, yeah. I'm not the only one in my family who kind of went
Different,
the
yeah.
other way. Education, I had a good education and everything, all the opportunities, but sometimes it's
the way
environmental
you're wired and the
factors,
environment.
people around you, you know?
I'm guessing then you said the black sheep, so it's kind of like the family Asbo.
Yeah.
So especially with like the route, I'm assuming. So this is just an assumption with the lifestyle that you've got in the sense of your career.
Yeah, no, proper outcast. Like no one in my family's ever been to prison or been arrested or nothing. Whereas me, from young, in and out of prison, and you know, problems with drugs and.
Why was that? Like, did you feel like a void as a kid?
I know exactly when I started going left, and it was around the time. Obviously, mummy and daddy were having some issues, and boom, like obviously, dad's working. He's not around a lot of the time. Do you know what I mean? Then because they're having issues, he's probably going to do.
Presence is so important.
Yeah, my dad was a bit of a duller as well, so he used to obviously have other things linking and certain things. He weren't really around like that. It was most of the time, but there's some key years where if a man was around, I wouldn't be able to go out and link certain man. And you know, when I was 13, 14, you know, that age, I think it's very important. If you ain't got a man there in the house, that's gonna tell you no. Like you can't. If you're just there with 3, 4 younger brothers and mum, you know what I mean, that you can just walk all over. It's, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You got more rope to hang yourself in it. That's what it is. So I think the main thing. That's why I go back to the last conversation. I think parents are very important, and I think you need both parents present,
Absolutely.
or one parent then has to take 2 roles, which I praise a lot of women because a lot of women do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A man can't take a woman's role, I'll be real.
Yeah.
It's very hard. It's very rare. But a woman, a lot of times nowadays, women are having to do
both.
both. Like I rate it. Like I do rate it. But it shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean?
No, for real. Listen, big up all the women that are doing both roles. What's the hardest thing you've ever been through in your life?
I don't know. You know, I think probably losing people. You know, losing family members or friends getting killed over the years. I think that's probably hits the hardest because obviously that's you know what I mean?
Trauma.
Yeah, proper. And I think even me, like I've been stabbed a few times. Probably by the age of 16, I got stabbed more than 22 times in my body, like
What?
leg, back. I nearly lost my finger. You see here, yeah. So my finger from here and from here, they were literally hanging. This bit was hanging off. You feel me? That was the 3rd time a man pulled out a knife. I just grabbed it, like headbutt him. Like he's all pulled it back. My fingers all hanging off. I had to get on a bus. I remember this was in Leighton or Walthamstow, and I called the ambulance. They're taking long. I saw a bus coming past. I think it was W11 or something, or W15. I jumped on that straight to Whips Cross. Handle
my
leaking.
God.
But yeah, I'd say that stuff is bad. it obviously gives you PTSD and stuff, but it's not really like
Yeah.
the worst thing in it. I think there's other traumatic things that are probably worse than that.
Oh, that's really sad. I just want to give him a hug, but it also explains a lot. Kicking in. So how do you deal with stuff like that, like trauma,
You never deal with it, you know.
mental
like,
health?
I think that shit there creates the whole mental health issues. You know, like I don't know about the whole the terminology, but you know, like PTSD and certain things. And brother, I reckon the best way for the man them to improve their mental health is to go on AW, go on Beaver Street, shout one of my bitches, yeah, 15-minute session, £60, sort you right out, mate. I think drugs as well. Drugs makes it worse. So
Yeah.
you'll have some traumatic stuff. You'll think drugs are helping you, but in actual fact, that's just making the problem worse. You know what I'm saying? So there's times where I was so paranoid when I was on sort of hard drugs,
stuff, yeah.
where a man's literally got a vest on, got a jacket on, mask on, like that, hooded up. I'm just staring at my front door, looking at the spy hole for like 8 hours,
No way.
sweating, like 4 in the morning. You know what I mean? I've been in some bad
yeah.
situations because of my own
Stuff going
issues and the way man's coping with it, not the right way. So obviously, yeah, I'd say, yeah, my major battle growing up has been with, obviously now I've tackled it now, alhamdulillah. I think as you get older, you kind of, you grow out of some things and like, you do certain things so much where you just get sick of it.
It sounds like he's had a hard life, but it's a hard life he's chosen.
My upbringing's taught me that you got to have your own back, yeah? Because no one's going to be out here breastfeeding you, yeah? So pick yourself up and pattern yourself up, fam.
Yeah.
It's like, I used to bang so much pudding, I just got sick of it. I was like, yo, I want to settle down. Do you know what I mean? It's like one of them ones, so.
Yeah.
I'd recommend to the youths though out there, find a woman and settle down.
Yeah.
I'll be real.
Good. I think more men need to actively say that out loud, because I just feel like everyone thinks that it is have multiple women and just do your own thing, be a bachelor.
Headache, like multiple, like me, I've got bare holes, I can't lie, yeah? But women.
Why does he keep calling women hoes? Women, learn to be respectful. Women.
I've got women that sell their vagina in exchange for cash.
Yes, that's
yeah?
business. You
But-
can't say. Okay, you can't even bring them up anymore.
No, I'll just say that. No,
It's
okay.
your business.
I ain't gonna bring it up, but I'm saying I'm using that as an example because, like, cool. You know what? All right, I'm not even gonna go into what I was gonna say.
No, go on. Go on.
No,
No,
it's
say
like,
with chest.
obviously, even me, I got loads of holes.
Say man's moving like ludicrous, hoes and area codes, yeah?
Yeah. Nah, naturally, you know, when you start becoming emotionally invested in things, that takes a lot of energy off you.
Yeah.
I think it's very hard for a man. Like, I could have 100 holes. I don't care about them. Whether they come, go, leave, I don't give a shit. It's money. You know what I mean? You're not really invested. But when you're emotionally giving someone your time, it's way
a lot.
more expensive than money. Like, money is not worth shit. I wipe my ass with £50 right now, right the window. Investing your emotions and your feelings into someone, I think that is way more valuable, and also
It's more to life, isn't it?
Yeah,
Than
like,
just thinking you can chase something that's not
like,
attainable.
all of that, and even like having loads of girls, banging loads of girls. I just personally, as a man who's in that industry, that's you know, seen adultery firsthand, the worst of it. It's like you just get bare bad energy. You know what? I got sick of juggling so many hoes, and naturally, I don't fuck my hoes. I just pimp them out. So I have to find a wife, a loyal wife, to settle down and start a family with. You get me? Other than that, big up the hoes.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
the
what
more
I'm
girls
saying.
you bang, these men that are out there putting their dicks in bare gal, yeah, they're getting hella bad energy. Like, they're getting hella gins on them, like, different
Absolutely.
level, like, because even me, I'm shocked.
Do you not feel, because like, that brings me to my question.
Yeah.
Do you not feel like, because it is, like, I'm a big believer in energy and
Yeah.
genes, so do you not think even just this, because it's like your business, your money, income, that's like dirty money?
It's very dirty money. I haven't fed my kids with £1 of that pussy money.
Yeah.
The only money I feed them is money that I've earned legitimately. It might not be halal, because even music is haram, but I make good money from it. But it's legitimate taxable income, so I consider it halal. Obviously, only God can judge what's right and what's wrong, but the way I see it, it's like, if what I'm doing is legit and it's not harming anyone, then it's all right. But even if it's not, it's still better than what I used to do. I can't lie, I'm trying to come out of that whole thing, but it's very difficult, because I literally get
I think
girls...
it's money as well. People like money, it's lifestyle,
Yeah.
and it's like a vicious circle, isn't
Would
it?
you have a sugar daddy?
No, do you know what? I wouldn't. No, I would not have a sugar daddy.
So if I pulled out like 100 bags right now and gave it to you, imagine 100 bags on the table, yeah? And I said, yo, I'm gonna give you 100 bags. Let me just come look at your feet once a week. You would not take
No, do you know
100,
what?
100
No,
grand.
listen, it would be so
Like, it's-
like it would be. I can't lie.
I think everyone's
Like,
got a price. That's my opinion.
No, but that's why
Depending
everyone
on
definitely has a
circumstance.
price.
I reckon Cheyenne's got potential to be a sugar baby. She'd make fucking peas, fam. I'm telling you now, if she worked with me for a week, she'd be like 100 G's up, minimum. Yeah? Trust me, cuz, yeah? Them Dubai trips, yeah? Paying, fam.
The way I see it, and I think now, even just with where I am in my life, I think I have to take pride in the way that I represent myself,
Yeah.
because also with the job that I do, I have a lot of young women looking up at me.
Yeah.
So I can't just, if I do that, then I think it makes everything okay. And I
Yeah.
think if people have this mindset where,
You need to be a better role model, innit? For
Yeah,
other
and if
people.
everyone
You do,
has-
no, you do, because people look up to you. You know, you're a pretty
Yeah.
girl. You got your head
Yeah.
screwed on. You know what I
but
mean?
if everyone does
It's like-
that, so if there could be loads
Imagine
of
if you
girls-
started doing it. I
and
think
this is
you would
why
influence a
society's like
lot of
it.
nice girls the wrong way. Nah, she's chatting shit. Yeah, 100%. She'll sell her feet pics. Yeah, and she'll maybe even do a lot more for 100 bags. Don't ever get it twisted. I
And
think
that's why everyone's a bit
Yeah.
like thinking that this is just okay. Like, I think we've got so desensitized to us. And I know I've sat here with a shortest skirt on right now.
You know what, Shan? Don't even try and come for my slaws when you're dressed like a complete tart. Yeah, fix up, man. Seriously, I got work for you. Shout me.
We're so desensitized to
High rates. No.
seeing everything like nude, naked lifestyle that we've lost sense of reality.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bit mad.
It's just we're not like we're desensitized to that. Like we see it so much. Like kids are like 13-year-old, 12-year-old watching porn and stuff, hardcore porno and all that. I don't think man should be watching porn. Yeah. Firstly, I think it's wrong, and secondly, it's affecting my business. Yeah. Why are you gonna watch porn? You can come get a randi. You fucking mad. It's just I don't know, man. It's off-putting. I might have been doing the stuff that I'm doing, but I'll be real. I've had minimal sex with women. I try and avoid
Really?
sexual, yeah. Like even obviously, if I'm in a relationship, married, cool, that's different. Then like,
Of course.
cool, like, as much as you can get, you get me. But when it's like with random women, I don't promote that. Do you know what I mean? I don't really promote that. I'd rather someone else go and chop. Like I'm alright. You can have
Yeah.
her for the night. I'm alright. Like it's like
just-
the energies, like you said, the energies, the bad energies that you get from that, it's not even worth the 30 seconds of pleasure. Obviously, if you don't believe it, then whatever in it. But I've actually seen things firsthand where you can see how that is just sucking energy out of someone. You're just giving your energy to bare man, bare gal. You know what I mean?
Did it make you, before you met your wife, did you find it hard to trust women after obviously seeing the line of work?
I think obviously women would find it hard to trust me. I think.
Yeah, I
more.
would find it really
because like
hard to
imagine
do.
like we're talking. I tell you what I do. You'd be like straight up, nah, I don't trust this guy or whatever. Maybe worse, but I'd say yeah. As a man, I trust a woman. I've trusted women who do that line of work way more than women who would never do it.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like I've actually.
I think it's when people are real.
Yeah,
I
like come on,
Yeah.
like let's be real. Like you can't judge someone on whether they charge for sex or whether they do it for free. You can't. What the
Yeah.
hell is that? If anything, I'd rather go with the one who charges for it. Like if I had two girls and I had to choose between two and
They've
one
both
wasn't a
the same
prostitute
amount, yeah.
and the one was a prostitute, I'd go with a prostitute all day because I know I'm going to be getting bread.
Yeah.
Half that piece is coming to my bank account. You know what I'm saying, though, innit?
No, but it's-
And I'll definitely trust Cheyenne. I can't lie. You know, I trust her. As long as she gave me 50% and kept it coming every couple of days, yeah, like, I'll trust her. I don't know, man. It's like, especially if you're a guy and you've got loads of girls, why are you holding them back?
Yeah.
Let them do their thing. Yeah, like, cool. If you
I
got
think it's ego though. I think it just stems down more like the male ego. It's hard because I'm a jealous woman, so I'm not even gonna say male ego.
I'm a
just
jealous
ego
guy. I
in
can't
general.
lie. I'm a mad jealous guy as well.
So it's
I can't-
kinda
I've been more. I was more jealous than I am now. I kind
That's
of
what
more
I'm saying though. So
open-minded.
it's more no, like it's hard to come to terms with like that's your person, and if yeah,
Like, it's impossible. You can't. You wouldn't want to share your person, no matter what. Even the biggest slaw wouldn't
What's
want
a slaw?
A slaw is like a slag whore and everything in one.
Slaw.
Yeah, you not heard that
I've
one?
not heard that
Cold
one.
slaw. Cold slaw. No, I'm joking. No, but yeah. Sorry about the terminology. I actually feel bad because
And
you
there's
know
gonna be bleep, 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 bleep.
you're a nice girl. I hate talking about this shit, but I think it has to be spoken about because I think a lot of people have misconceptions about this. A lot of people are doing this work. A lot of young women, hell of young
But
women.
that's.
like uni,
But do you
all
think
of that.
though, like because of that, and you being a father to a daughter, do you think like things need to change? So do you not feel in any way like responsible?
I'm not responsible. Thing is, I'm not responsible. All right, I don't make the hoes. Man's just there to help them make peace. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's like society is what's creating women who have no morals,
demand and supply.
who have low self-esteem, or You know what I mean? And the thing is, there's very nice women that do that kind of work. You can't judge
No,
someone.
I hear it. That's what I mean.
You know,
I
you
see
probably
it.
know loads of
I
people,
see
and it's
you.
like,
You probably know loads of
then-
people.
No.
No, but
women, I think, I reckon half the women in the world are hoes. Did I say 50%? I reckon 99% of these bitches are fucking hoes. How about that?
do you know what? It's just hard in general. Everyone loves lifestyle, so it's just like this cycle of people just want money, so it's just easier just to expose themselves
Just
to this. But
sell
I
your
definitely
soul and-
agree, and I think even with that, so any young females watching this video, that this whole Insta lifestyle, it's all hype.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a lot
It's all
of these
fake.
women are, you know, and there's nothing wrong with what people choose to do, but a lot of young girls look up at these women and think they're so amazing, and rightfully so, but at the same time, it's like a lot of them are actually escorts or sex workers, and I think we need to start being more truthful as a society, like how we're making money.
No, of course.
Your phone's going off.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Work.
Yeah.
See?
That's one of the man them. It's not one of the
Oh, I
hoes.
was gonna say, stop calling them hoes. Just say one of the sex workers.
That's one of my hoes. Sorry, she's doing a 12-hour shift.
Wow. He has got to be lying. Surely this isn't real. So this is the Come Correct round, where this is what ultimately I'm going to be scoring you on. It's all about love, life, dating stuff. So the first question for you is, what would you say is your love language?
My love language is talking.
Yeah, it's like words of affirmation.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I think, yeah. Love language.
Acts of service.
Probably sex, I'll be real.
I feel like sex is just a given, but it's every man's love language. So yours is touch. Is it
Probably.
physical touch?
Bit of both.
Everything.
Yeah. Bit of both. Yeah, everything.
You make that as you go along to it, yeah. What's a controversial opinion that you stand on?
I'll be real. I don't think I should say.
Go on.
No, my opinions, this show will get cancelled before it's even started.
Yeah.
Not that they can cancel me. And,
Isn't it? I don't think anyone could ever get cancelled.
no, not anymore. Not
Apart from
after,
Andrew Tate.
not after what's going on in, around the world and people getting killed and
Yeah.
stuff. I've got a lot of controversial opinions. Obviously, I am controversy incarnated. Yeah, my name's Harami. I'm a Rami. Number one Rami, fucking Dalla. Yeah, you done know. Suck your mum.
What's your thoughts on gender roles in a relationship?
Gender roles. I think there are set gender roles because women are good at things, men are good at certain things. There's not equality, obviously, for the most part. I don't believe that men and women are equal. So I think men should have their roles and women should have their roles. Yeah, men should be fucking, women should be getting fucked. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Sometimes things get crossed over, innit? Like if a woman's earning more money than you, sorry, cuz, you got to stay at home, look after the youths. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you got to do, you know what I mean? But I think other than that, I think, yeah, it's a bit blurred now, innit? But I think men should do men's stuff. Women should have women's jobs, like be in the kitchen, do a bit of cooking, cleaning.
But they don't need to be in the kitchen. But at the same time, I hear it in the sense of, and because this is what I always challenge now, because there's nothing wrong with traditional gender roles.
Yeah.
But I find like a lot of men today don't fulfill their role of being providers.
Yeah,
like, for
you're right.
example, you'll get a lot of men that are like, oh, be this alpha man and be this, but then yet they're moaning about a woman that's like having to look after, or they'll say, oh, women are gold diggers, they want me for their money.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like, but if you're going to be a provider, that's what your source is doing.
Yeah, you know, you're right. I think where it gets blurred is, like you said, a lot of men, they don't want to provide, but I think like a lot of women don't want to be provided for.
No, I think
You know what I'm
women
saying?
definitely want to be provided for, but they just don't want to have to submit. In order for, I know that if I need a guy to be in his masculine energy,
Yeah.
I would need to be a lot more submissive than how I already am.
Yeah.
So in order for that, I need to be cooking for him, making him happy
yeah.
and all that, because, yeah.
You know, you got to do certain things, yeah. Certain roles you have to fulfill.
Yeah.
For
a man to step into
yeah.
his
Of
power.
course, yeah. It works both ways, I think, in that way.
It does. Listen, my man said he wants women in the kitchen. What is your job, sir? Where you are taking women away from the kitchen. What would you say is your toxic trait?
I'd say I used to be a liar.
Really?
I was a compulsive liar because I'm like for what I do in it. I used to be mainly because I was so used to it. Because naturally, when you got like hella things you're on the go, you're used to lying. Obviously, you always trip up on your lies. You don't ever get good at it. You know what I mean? You always get found out in the end. But I'd say my toxic trait was always lying. Do you get me? And alhamdulillah, the last 3-4 years, I've tried.
No need.
And now I'm just honest. Like I don't care what you think of man. I don't care if, like, even if you're my girl and you're gonna get angry, I don't care. I'll just That's how it is. I think it's set me free as well.
He's definitely lying today. Yeah, it does. Because
Yeah.
it's, what's that saying? I always say, like, hurt me with the truth, don't comfort me with a lie.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what's the point? Because I think when you just lie, it starts to eat away with who you are as a person.
100%.
You're a
Especially
dishonest
if
person.
you're a decent person and you're lying. Cool. Thing is, what are you lying for, innit? If you're lying for the greater good,
Yeah.
even then, I lied. The thing is, if I'm with someone in a relationship, there's never any lies. It's always the truth. Even if eventually it will be. Even if like,
Yeah.
cool, there might be some at the start. You meet someone, you don't really want to tell them too much, but then you'll get with someone, you'll be seeing them for a couple years, and then, oh, you didn't tell me that. But when we first met, oh, you didn't tell me that you were seeing this girl or that girl. But it's like, we just met. You know what I'm saying? Like the honesty starts coming out more as you get to know someone, because you don't really want to expose your whole
Everything, yeah.
life
Play
story
your
to
cards
someone.
straight away.
So I'd say I used to be a little bit of a fibber, but
Yeah.
it's like as time's gone on now, it's just I find it hard work. I'd rather just
You
be
realise
honest.
it sets
like,
you free. The
yeah,
truth really does.
100.
What makes you a man?
What makes me a man? My penis, and and knowing how to use it. I'd say
Yeah.
that's masculinity.
Yeah, for you, how you use your words.
Yeah, obviously I don't use it that much, but I'm just
When you do.
yeah.
Obviously, it makes you a man. Also, the trans man too.
Money as well. I think
Yeah.
money, power, all of that respect.
Oh God, here we go. Another one: money and their personality trait. I can't deal. Yeah.
Usual stuff.
What about like integrity?
Yeah, integrity, all of that. Yeah, that's very important. You have to, it's very all of that. Honesty, integrity. You know what I mean? All of that.
All of that.
All of that.
Just
all of that good
all of
stuff.
that. Yeah. Would you say you're a romantic person?
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
Would you?
I'm a romantic. Yeah.
Is it? What's the most romantic thing you've done?
Took a girl Nando's. No, I'm joking. No, I'm
Say.
fucking about. No, I'd say like, I'd say for me, the romantic things they don't cost money. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? They don't cost money. Like it's just them moments. Like you know what I mean? Just that moment with someone. For me, it's just like little things, innit? Like looking at the stars and going for a walk on the beach, holding hands and all that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm romantic. I just tell a bitch what she wants to hear. You know me.
No, I like that. No, that's cute.
Like
I love
that.
all that stuff.
Not with everyone, but with the
wife.
the right person. Yeah.
The white ones that are
Yeah.
wifey material.
That's it.
Not the
Not the slaws.
slaws.
You can still hold their hands. You know what I mean? I'll hold a girl's hand if she's paying me.
Yeah. What's been your best date?
My best date, apart from this one, I'd say,
yeah.
come to think of it, it's probably my first date.
Date.
Yeah, like I don't really go on dates.
You're quite a smooth talker, innit?
Am I?
Yeah, I can
Really?
tell. Yeah. Yeah. You're definitely.
Yeah. No, I'm real. I just like being real and like I'm trying to be myself. I'm not really trying to act up. You
Yeah,
know
you
what I
don't-
mean?
I
So
think
I'm
as
just
well you
trying to
don't
just be
need to.
normal and get me. When I talk about the peeing stuff, I think a lot of the pimping stuff, people seem to think I'm trying to act like, macho man and
Yeah.
but no, like it's not even about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think as well it's just learning to differentiate like your work and then who you are as a person.
Exactly.
Because it's hard when
work
obviously.
don't define you, innit?
No, it doesn't.
Because like, all right, if you see a nurse, like you're not gonna cool, like a nurse or a doctor. Everyone you judge them based on how good they are at being a doctor. Because someone's a
Yeah.
shit doctor,
Yeah.
cool, obviously. But other than that, you judge them on how they treat other people. You know, the way they talk,
On their kindness.
Yeah,
stuff
like I
that.
think it's wrong for you for anyone to judge someone based on what they do. For me to judge a girl for doing this or a guy for doing that.
Yeah, I
Or
agree.
so some of the nicest people I've met were drug dealers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Do you know
I
what I
just
mean?
think
Like-
it's hard. I just think sometimes you can't blame, like, if you're a product of your environment, sometimes
Yeah.
you can't help that.
Exactly.
So there's no judge.
That's all you know, innit? So
No, I honestly, I'm not one to judge. I don't think anyone should be judged about their work choices. You know, a job doesn't define you. What do you do to get a woman's attention? If you're interested in her,
yeah,
what would you do?
I don't know. Women just like flashy things, innit?
No, they
Most-
don't.
They do.
No.
Right. I reckon Cheyenne likes flashy things, shiny things, but I think she prefers the big things. You get me?
I don't like flashy things, you know. Well, sometimes.
That might catch the eye. Obviously, I know personality catches the heart and whatever, but
Well, of course, this is for
catch
attention.
the eye. I'll be real. Since I started doing music, it's like I've realised that people that do music or people that are in the public domain, rather, yeah, I think those people don't even really have to do much to get.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you probably get bare man message you anyway. You know what I mean? But I'm saying for a man, I think a man who's like, even if you don't get no gal, he's got no riz or whatever, a man who's got clout doesn't even need money.
Helps, yeah, 100%.
Man don't even need money.
But I
Like,
think
bitches
it's
will just be messaging you
presence,
all day,
though.
like, yo.
When it comes to your presence, like your aura, that
Yeah.
speaks for itself. So not everyone's got the soul.
It's true, no, it's true. No, like you meet online, anyone can pretend to be whatever they are, innit?
Yeah.
But I think in real life, once you spend a bit of time with someone, especially, I'll be real, you don't really know someone until you live with them.
Fact.
It's not, I'm telling you now, as a man who's, you know what I mean, long relationship, marriage, all of that, you'll never know anyone until you live with them and spend time with them. And obviously by then it's like, cool, you get married, you live with them, you get to know them more, then you're like, oh shit, it's too late, I'm married. But nothing's perfect.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be perfect. It's just, you know what I mean?
Do you think you've got game? Like Riz, game.
Riz, charisma. No, yeah, I'd say yeah, a little bit. I don't really try, I don't force any game or Riz. You just gotta be yourself, innit?
Yeah.
It's not like these guys, I don't know if guys sit at home in front of the mirror, like practicing pickup lines. You get me? I don't know, like, I know some of you, man, I don't know that. You get me? But I think just be yourself, and I think that's the main thing, innit? If someone don't like you, what's the worst that's gonna happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
What are red flags for you?
A girl whose phone rings a lot.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I think like that's the one thing you got to look out for. When you meet a girl, just keep an eye on her phone. If she's got 2 phones, hey.
Oh, is it?
Bro, that is peak. How many phones have you got?
I used to have 2, but I've got 1 now.
Okay, but you do work, and you obviously you got with you because I know what you do.
Not
You're
everyone
doing
can
the
have the
social
personal
media
life.
thing. You can't, yeah. But it's like if a girl's not, you always got to question that, innit? Like, why have you got 2 phones?
Yeah.
Why who's like ringing you? Why does that number keep ringing you?
The same number on the
You know
same
what I
name
mean?
crops
Like,
up,
you
and
could
you're
say-
like, my phone rings, but it's just work.
Same thing with a guy. You could be with a guy and like, oh cool, it might be a trap or whatever, but even then, you'll know, like, you'll get a vibe. Wait a minute, is that a girl ringing your phone? Who keeps ringing you?
Yeah, you reckon that, and then as
Yeah.
well, women were very calculated. We'll be like, that's the same name.
Yeah, and
like,
women are smart though. Women will communicate with each other on a low.
Oh yeah, no,
So
yeah.
like you could be with a guy and you might think, I think he's got a woman. You know what? A woman who, like, for example, you'll be seeing a side thing. You'll have, a couple side things, whatever. They don't know how
Couple,
many.
you know?
Yeah, couple of few, you know what I mean? But you could be seeing someone and you've seen another girl. And again, see what it is, when you're seeing girls, usually, let's be real, if you're seeing loads of different girls, you're not going to tell them that you're seeing different girls. Let's be real, innit? Like, if a guy says to you, oh yeah, babe, I've got like,
Yeah.
you're number 8, like, you know what I mean? You're going to be like, fuck that, bro. Like, I'm out of it. So as a man, if you're a player, you have to lie.
Yeah, but you know what?
Like, you have to lie. Like,
you
even if you
think-
don't want to, unless you're one of them guys who's honest, like, yo, babe, look, I like pom pom, da.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I might fuck 5 gal before I come here, but
Yeah.
is that cool with you? You'd be like, bro, fuck that. No, I don't want that second-hand dick. You get me? But that's why I think, as a man, to any players or anyone that's doing anything like that is a liar.
Yeah.
Do you know
But do you know
what I'm
what it
trying to
is? I think one time a guy was honest with me and it humbled me. Like when I
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
I was like on him, oh no, why is this like the phone ringing? Da, 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 da.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
getting
Well,
mad.
say he was
'cause it's
on
in
tour,
it.
you liked him
I
that
was-
much.
And then,
Hey.
no. I was like, da, 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 da. Like just proper going in because I was like, why is your phone ringing at 3? Because this is
Yeah.
what women will do. We are calculating. If we think you're elsewhere, we'll call your phone at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Because then we'll know another woman will
You'll
be
know
like,
for a fact. Yeah.
in your phone. Listen, I don't care. I am psycho. Like, if I think my man's with another woman, I will bell down his phone 100 times at 3 o'clock in the morning. Because us women, we know. And I remember this one guy, and I was like, why was your phone ringing? Da, da, da. And I was pestering. And he just so calmly was like, yeah, and what?
Oh,
and I was like,
you with
because
a
I was so
Uno reverse
fiery,
card, you get me?
yeah, and I just was so calm. And then when I said I was humbled, I was like, I don't really know.
Yeah,
like,
at least he's honest.
I just
but
was stuck for a minute, and I was just like,
how long did you know him before? Like,
this was like 4 months in.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
And then I just was kind of like, then I realised it weren't really for me. But in that moment, when I say I had nothing to say,
yeah, you kind of respect it, innit?
yeah, because I was
You're
like, oh, okay, I'm badgering. And then he was just like, yeah, actually. So I was like,
But I bet you didn't carry on seeing him though.
No.
Come on, that's what I'm saying. He should have carried on lying. He probably could have beaten you up.
No, because you know what it was, I think, and this is why women turn, so I hate being like, oh, psycho girls.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like women start to lose control of like their sanity.
Yeah.
When we think women's intuition, we think a man is up to no good. Like we can go
You know, you
completely
can tell.
unhinged. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just know. Listen, I hate it when men say and call women psycho. Like men create psycho women, but they don't want to hold themselves accountable for it.
You know, you can tell straight away. Even me, when I meet a hoe, I can smell a hoe.
Stop going home.
No, you can literally smell them though.
What do you mean smell a home?
Like, if I'm around a girl, I can tell that she's a hoe just from the smell of her.
How?
A hoe has got a particular kind of smell.
Well, what's
Only
the
a pimp will know.
Really?
Like really, like a hoe, you can smell not the dick,
What?
but like,
You can smell a certain.
I can't explain it. It's a certain odor that only a girl who's fresh off the trap. Like I can't.
Is it maybe just like
Cool, they can
sweat?
wash and they can do all that, but trust me, it's mad. It's mad.
What?
Yeah, you passed the sniff test anyway,
Yeah.
so you're good.
Past the sniff test.
You're good. You're good. Man, you smell that, you man.
What is your type?
My type is a bad bitch. Nah, joking. I like money-making women.
Yeah, I'm
Women,
glad
like,
we're saying women now.
Yeah. Again, I'm talking about different. I'm not talking about hoes now. I'm talking about
Women.
maybe an ex-hoe, but a woman now. Maybe she's grown up, she's evolved, and you know what I mean. She's a woman, as in a woman who does duties as a woman.
Yeah.
Which for me involve everything in it. Cool, like not necessarily you have to have kids or whatever, but there's certain things that women should be doing that not a lot of women do. So I think for me it's that homely woman. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Not really the H's, more like the.
Yeah, exactly. You're quite playful, innit? I feel like you've got a playful energy. So you'd be quite dangerous to be with.
I'm very playful. Dangerous how?
Yeah, because I feel like where you're very friendly and you.
I'm not friendly with everyone.
You've got a certain energy about you where I know if you're out in the club.
I don't go clubbing.
Or yeah, not in the club, but I feel like if you're out, I don't know. You've got.
I get you.
Your eyes are friendly. You have friendly eyes.
Serious?
Yeah, so I feel like.
It's like screwing.
So you know when you was. No, but this is dangerous. This is what I'm saying. His energy is quite dangerous because I think he's really nice, but he's literally calling women hoes, slaws, and literally selling them. That's what he's doing. Like, I need to not get finessed by the energy here. You know when you said, and you got like in doing smart, so I feel like, you know when you said about that protector energy where women just come to you, that's why I feel like you would be really hard to be with.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you've got a certain energy that women do feel comfortable with.
Yeah. So I'm not a pussy repellent. I'm more of a.
Yeah.
I'm a magnet.
It's dangerous.
Come on. Hey, you hear that, you lot? Yeah. Come on.
What would you say?
Thank you.
That's okay.
Take that as a good compliment.
It is. Love or money?
It don't work without the both of them. Like,
That answer.
love don't pay the bills, and unfortunately, money buys happiness. That's the truth. You get me? And I don't know, man. They say love don't cost a thing, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's a load of bollocks. I think you need both. You definitely need both to be comfortable. You can't be happy with someone and be broke.
Absolutely.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
100%.
I agree.
So I think both parties need to do their best to make sure that, you know what I mean, income is, even me, like when I first got into, a relationship, got married and all this kind of stuff, I was really like doing this work. I was actually sacrificed a lot of money and a lot of hoes to settle down.
I feel like I really want to like him, but he just won't stop calling women hoes. Yeah.
It cost me a lot
I'm glad you
of money,
chose.
do you know what I mean? But in the end, I'll be real, no money can come close to the feeling you get when you've got a woman, you're both loyal to each other, and eventually you get honesty, whether or not it's at the start or not. There's nothing better than that. But I don't know, man. It's,
both, innit? It makes sense.
you need, like, it gets to a stage where, cool, you'll give up everything for a woman. You'll stop trapping, you'll stop grinding, you'll stop pimping, you'll stop whatever it is that you do. You'll stick to the minimal, and you'll get to a stage where it's not going to work out. You're not going to be happy because, you want more, the girl wants more, you know what I mean? And I think love comes in the way of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, love literally fucks your money up. Like, I'd say to people, get money and then look for love afterwards. Because,
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
I like that answer. What's your future plans in general?
This year I want to make a little bit more music. I'm going to do a documentary, actually.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to do, I'm still in the planning stages. I've started shooting some vlogs behind the scenes to show people like the pimp life. I had a case for 3 years. I was under investigation, and I just literally a few months ago just beat the case. I was innocent, and now that's all out the way. I want to go all out with the content, and I'm not trying to hold back.
Have you enjoyed today?
I've enjoyed it thoroughly.
Good.
Very
I've
much.
actually had a good time.
Me
Different.
too. Hope I didn't
Very
freak you out with the
different.
pimping thing, but
That was wild.
yeah.
So on that, let's reveal our assumptions. So
Okay.
at the beginning, before we met, I don't ever judge a book. It is just an assumption. But from the time of getting to know you, I feel like you're actually really nice. You've got a nice energy. You've got a really friendly face.
Thank you.
So my assumption was that you were misogynistic, but in a hypocritical way.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very. No, you're right. I'm misogynistic. I can't lie.
A little
I
too
promote
serious.
misogynism. I actually promote that. I
Yeah.
think my men should be more misogynistic. I think men need to
Yeah,
take that
see?
back.
What? What do you mean promote misogyny? Like, you were right. I said that I thought you'd be a little too serious. I thought that you'd have a hood mentality and that you was a bit of a fuckboy and you're a bit of a scary madman.
Wait, you know. Hey,
No, but you actually seem really
Fuckboy,
nice. So it
right.
just goes to show like you can't judge a book, but
Yeah.
that was mine.
I think you're not far off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're not too far off. Yeah, I reckon Cheyenne was spot on with the assumptions, you know. 'Cause I reckon she recognizes a real dollar when she sees one. You get me?
And what was your assumption?
My ones
that
were, number one, that you don't trust men. Yeah, like you really don't trust them. Like you're onto them. Like,
That is me.
yeah. Number two, you're low key. So like, if you're in a relationship with someone, I think you more be low key about it.
Yeah, I am a
think
private
you're
person.
Private person, low key. Even though cool, like we do public, stuff, but I think
You're
private's
personal.
private and da 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 da.
Do you know what? He is right with that assumption. I don't always trust men, and I am actually a very private person.
And I also think that that you would sell feet pics.
Yeah.
I don't know why. You just got. I don't know. Like, why not? Like, why wouldn't you? But I don't know why I wrote that. It just. I wasn't thinking of your feet. It just.
No.
Yeah. It just came to my. I'm not trying to buy them. I'm just saying.
Yeah. You mean I can make money selling my feet? I've been posting them up for free on the internet. Listen, all the foot freaks come my Insta. Chian Reynolds. Well, it's been a very interesting date.
It has.
But yeah, well, cheers to that.
Cheers. I'd say I'd give the date a 10 out of 10 because she's cool, very friendly, open-minded. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
No, seriously, guys, this is actually probably one of the maddest dates I've ever been on.
I reckon she's gonna give the date 10-10. Yeah, because next time we link up, you done know she's gonna make a little change. We're gonna pattern her up. We're gonna buy her a new house, new car. Yeah, you done know.
I feel like we did actually get on. I feel like, take away what he does for a living, I would like to give him a higher score because he seemed nice and he had a nice energy and he did feel very real. But I actually cannot get past his job. So for that, I'm gonna give him a 4.5.
I would most definitely go on a second date with Cheyenne, but she'd have to pay me at least 50% for that one.
Will I go on a second date? Absolutely not.